and welcome to another episode of HopCast.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us once again.
This is like a special episode.
It's an unprecedented HopCast experience for all of you out there. Why don't you set this up for us?
First off, we're doing 4 beers. Never been done on any HopCast.
Check with us later.
And HopCast, I'm Brad Chmielewski.
My name is Hunnemeder.
And
Brought some buddies along.
Right, some buddies that brew some beer.
Hey.
And make some labels, and all of us enjoy beer.
And have kick-ass times.
Right, so we're here at Bridges Media Group.
Shout out!
Drinking 4 of their beers. So, should we introduce ourselves first?
Hi, I'm Stephen Freshnock. I did the Belgian Golden Strong Ale and the Scotch Ale.
And I'm Brian McCauley, and I'm the label designer guy.
Extraordinary. And I'm Brandon Boshers. I am responsible for both the wit and the stout.
So
the bookends, if you will.
Yeah.
So you guys brewed these for like a Christmas gift, right?
Yeah, Bridges was trying to come up with a really cool idea to give gifts away to their clients, and we thought, what better? Well, I'm a big beer fan, so I thought, what better way than to make a beer for our clients?
And most people like beer, so
That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we didn't want to just buy regular beer, so Steven and Brandon brewed some really great beers.
Yeah,
we certainly tried.
So how long have you guys been brewing?
Oh, well, it's been about maybe 5 or 6 years that I've been doing it. Started off kind of modestly, and now it's out of control.
It's just nonstop.
A full garage full of equipment and thousands of dollars invested in I don't know how much time, but it's all been fun.
Very good.
And
you can't argue with
beer. So.
I've been brewing for about 1.5 years. I started off kind of the same way, just doing small batches, and then after 2 batches I decided to dive head first and just go full tilt and start doing all grain, and doing until about a month ago, about every week I do a batch. So.
Okay, great. You do a little bit of brewing yourself.
I do.
You just didn't do any of these.
Well, I had planned to, and then I got gun shy when I tasted some of their stuff. I mean, I don't even want to step up to this, and I thought I'll just try and do good labels.
Yeah, and Steven's already made me feel bad about myself too, so that's fine. You know?
Yeah, it's very discouraging when you're sitting there.
I feel like the odd man out. I'm not brewing nothing.
You gotta try. We brought you along. So why don't we jump right in here? We're gonna go basically light to dark. We'll start with the wit and move on through to the stout. So, ceremonial glass. A little troublesome, might be a little bit for everybody. Is there anything special you can tell us about?
Well, this would be kind of more of a, I don't know if I want to say crowd pleaser, but this is I'm more of a stout kind of pale kind of guy, but I wanted to brew something that can be enjoyed for people that might not be ready to jump into the double IPA or something.
Sure.
So,
did you base it off of any other beers?
I just based it off the style of beer, Belgian wit, and I got some coriander in here, a little orange peel, a little bitter orange peel Baracco, a little chamomile tea in there.
So pretty classic.
Yeah, pretty to style, light, dry.
So it's pretty cloudy yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
light
typical
yellow,
wheat
typical
in there.
wheat beer.
Smells right on par. It's
Smells
very
a
very traditional.
example.
Get the coriander and the orange peel definitely. We'll give this a shot.
It does have some bit of spice in the taste, doesn't it? It's nice.
Yeah,
It is spicy, like that sweet spiciness.
it's probably through the coriander a little bit, but this
Like the
yeast as
chamomile.
well. Yeah, that'll do. It's hard to. They're all mixing together.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely, medley.
The dryness of the beer actually accentuates the spices even. So, dig it.
This is good, man. This is really good. And this is about 1 year old, you said?
This one, no, this is about maybe 6 months at
Okay.
most from when I brewed it, but maybe even more like 4 months. I don't know. I mean, so many beers brewed. It's hard to keep track.
You have a log somewhere? Or
I
you get
have
kind of
it
lazy
on my
making it?
computer, so I got
Okay.
to go spanning back way back. So it's
I don't really brew enough to have a log yet, because once I brew something, then I drink it and it's gone. So.
It's fun to look back, and especially if you want to change something, you can know exactly what you did, or and then make it better and better.
Absolutely.
Just gotta drink them all on camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's right.
There you always have a log.
We're your log right here, documented on iTunes through the HopCast.
So you guys each did like 50 bottles?
Yeah.
What you guys sent out?
Yeah.
So this was number 2 out of the 50?
Very good.
Yeah. Good.
I'm liking it. It's good.
It's really. I've actually brewed with chamomile before, and that's kind of maybe that's why I'm picking up that more than anything else, because I'm familiar with it. But it's really good. I really enjoy this
Well,
one.
I thank you.
Well,
No
stopping.
No stopping. We'll move right along. The next up is our Belgian strong ale, correct?
I'm trying to get the kind of feeling of Duvel or other golden strong ales, so it's going to be really carbonated Belgian ale, high alcohol content, so it's going to sit between 7 and 8% alcohol. Should almost have a champagne feel in your tongue. When I made this beer, I did 2 5-gallon batches. One was too dry and one was a little too sweet, so I blended them together and kind of created a mix when I
Makes sense.
bottled. So, turned out quite well.
Gotta keep up.
You can definitely tell it's super carbonated in the pour. That's for sure. Even when we open the bottle,
You heard that
we should.
beer splatter
Believe it or
everywhere.
not, though, it has mellowed out from when we first got it. Though it was like champagne. It was great.
Do you have any exploders?
No, I've not had a bottle bomb yet. When we
Alright.
opened this up about a month ago, what I liked about it, I poured it into like the traditional Duvel glass, and it kept like a nice little like creamy head on it for most of the drink.
Yeah, it looks like that thing's not going anywhere, and it's got some rapid bubblage coming out from the bottom.
Yeah, serious carbonation going on.
But again, really cloudy. A little darker than the wit.
Mm-hmm. That is really nice.
Definitely a lot of yeast character.
Whoa.
Kind of an empty palate almost for the yeast.
All it was Pilsner malt. There was no other malt, just the Belgian yeast and then the Pilsner malt, which is typical.
It's light and delicate, and a little bit sweet, and it's just that explosion from the carbonation. It really like just
Like dances.
yeah, it's a party in your mouth. It's a literal party.
Well, hopefully that the carbonation, if it is kind of cloying and sweet, the carbonation cleans off your tongue.
Yeah,
Get you
yeah.
ready for the next drink.
That's a good call.
Yeah, I like that you left it alone and really let the yeast kind of come through there. I would have not wanted it any other way.
Another gem from one of you guys.
So did you guys know what you're gonna brew ahead of time, or you're just like, I'm gonna try that?
Well,
Okay.
I certainly hope I know.
But like, did you plan it
Just
out?
like throwing shit in the
Yeah,
pot.
we kind of got together and decided what type of brews we were going to make.
It's tough because you want to give something to people that a lot of your clients have never had great beer before, so you want something that that they can that's adaptable to get them. But then you just get crazy like I gotta do stout, gotta do that.
You got to go for something, something challenging.
something exciting.
Yeah,
something
and to
over
fit
the
within
top.
the time constraints also when we started and when we have to have it ready is also, because you have to have months of depending on the beer and this and that. So there was definitely some planning that went into
And not aging
boozing
in barrels
so
for
we
years.
end up with 4 pale ales and then.
Funny you should say that. This year we're going to give ourselves a little bit more time, so we can do a little bit more of an epic beer.
Definitely learned our lesson
Watch
from the 2007 because we got all the beers together. We had 4 packs of little.
Right, you did 12 ounces.
Yeah.
No, 7.
So we gave a 4-pack away, and it said extensively on the labels and everything, please let age, don't drink, and then we gave them all out one night to all 200 clients or whatever, and the next day we got about 50 emails from people saying, I had all 4, they were amazing.
They tried to punch a hole in it and like suck it off the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Big kickstand.
They're real connoisseurs.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this year try and get it done a little earlier and age them so that when we give them off that they're ready to go.
It's a good call.
Next year.
Well, if you want to feature them here on the HopCast.
So how do I get to be one of your
check out
so-called
these
clients? Can I get on this list or?
Very
Look at, you're on the list right now.
Yeah, this works too. Moving right along, we have another one from Stephen Orr. It's a Scotch ale.
So this is a Scottish ale. It's malt forward, so very little hops in there. What I did with this is it's got a kettle caramelization, so it had a long boil, a whole 2-hour boil. The whole point was to get that real heavy malt taste. I don't know how what's done. Like you already use a toasty caramel malt, and then the boil accentuates that. So you should be tasting that through.
Pour it, getting like amber, what's that amber color, and hitting the light really nice.
It's like a ruby red.
It's really.
And this one, we're hoping that people that age for the entire year to the next Christmas, because so that you can age, it'll get better with age.
So we're
This
drinking.
is at 8%.
This is February, so
We haven't
like
given it
hardly
much
at all.
age.
Bunch of amateurs here.
Definitely got some alcohol on the nose there. You're getting into something.
Yeah, it's a malty sweetness and a bunch of alcohol. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I think Mr. Charlie Drews would be a fan of this one.
If only he were here right now.
Shout out!
It's funny because he's sitting right there.
Definitely a lot of sweet caramel going on.
It's pretty biscuity as well.
Yeah, it's, if I remember correctly, it is English malt and then 3 different types of crystal and Munich on there. So should have a real sweet caramel, but then there is going to be that biscuity flavor from the Munich malt.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't get the alcohol that you would get from the aroma.
The
It's
aroma's not
not,
really in the flavor so much.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
which is really nice because in for a surprise here.
I think the standout flavor in this one is certainly the caramel. It has a really nice rounded sweetness of caramel in there.
I avoided as much as possible stirring when I was boiling so that I could get that kettle caramelization flavor in there.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All
It was
right.
actually when I finally emptied and cleaned out my kettle, this crap burnt onto the bottom. It was kind of nasty.
There is a
But it
method
was
to
to the
his
benefit of
madness.
the beer.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stir you.
I'm breaking the kettle a little bit.
So all these do have alcohol on them, right?
Yes.
8%.
Is this the one that you
Oh, are they all
remember
8?
you did over?
Oh,
No,
the wit was
yeah, I can
4.8.
tell you what's not and the stout.
I think you're right.
Took me a few tries.
So
and
both of these are 8.
it was worth it.
Yeah.
We actually decided to go. He was going to have the higher alcohol, the boozier styles. And I went with the lighter styles, so kind of have some variety.
I like that adjective, boozier. That's pretty good.
Well, try.
But this is a really drinkable Scotch ale, which is
Especially for 8%.
which is really nice. You could be
Pretty
drinking this for a
dangerous.
while until you're on the floor.
Which that'll happen, so.
I love that there's alcohol in those, and it just, you think, I'm gonna abuse this, and then you get into it, and you're like, oh, not so fast.
Another winner. You guys are on fire tonight.
Thank you.
Well, let's pour out the stout and drink that.
So this is a holiday stout, I'm assuming.
Yes, the burnt Santa stout.
Burnt Santa, which is also a lovely name.
Goes well with what we do too. You just get burnt out at work, so that was.
That was the
Burnt out at
idea.
work,
Yeah.
maybe
Santa gets burnt out.
Santa comes
you
down
know.
the chimney, the fire's on, and bam, you
There
got
you
a
go,
stout.
and he gets burned.
This is a beer that I've actually brewed for many years and sort of refined it.
So you perfected this one.
Yes. I would call it probably an American stout. A lot of citrusy hops in there. Somewhat non-typical of a stout, and it's brewed with a very neutral, kind of generic yeast to bring out everything else. Whereas a lot of stouts have your more English yeast, which will give you a little more chewiness flavor to it. So this is kind of a not typical, I guess, for a stout.
Okay.
But something that I could drink for,
All night.
hours upon hours.
Now I noticed when I was pouring it that I mean it had your typical brown to black pour, but it also had a little bit of ruby colors in there as well, which I thought was pretty interesting.
But this is dark. You're not seeing through it.
Yeah.
You're getting a nice brown head, like darker than you usually see.
It's got a lot of roast in the nose. I love that in stout.
It does indeed.
Yeah, but
It's
a little roasted
brown.
barley in there.
Yeah.
Pretty hopped up.
It's it's definitely got some hops. I think I wrote on here what the IBUs were. Maybe not. I don't remember. It's all coming back to me.
It's nice.
Do you
and
remember?
dry.
I don't. If it were on there, it'd be in the front. Though. No.
Oh,
it's not.
yeah, 50.
Oh,
Yeah, 50 IBUs.
And just over 5%. So it's drinkable for
Ooh,
sure.
that is nice.
Very good.
yeah.
That has a
I
lot
love-
of flavor
I love
for-
aroma.
Just 5%.
Yeah, I wanted to make something that you can, almost like a session beer, but it's like overload with flavor.
Yeah, it's
The
just-
American way.
It's it's totally a session beer, but it doesn't taste like one. It's just
Right.
The dryness of the stout is perfect because you just keep on to knock more back and more back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Very
scared
problem.
to drink a lot of this, but I shouldn't be.
Right. Come on.
I'm only 5.
You can handle them.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely a lot of roast and heavily hopped.
Right.
Medium
Has
body.
Very coffee aroma.
Yeah, the nose is fantastic. I keep wanting to smell again and
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
happy
awesome.
with it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He loves it.
Not to pat
No,
yourself
but
on the
I
back.
mean, I just
I'll do it
I
for
like
you.
Thank you.
I did see.
It's like, I love to hear that people like it, but really I did this for myself, and like it's almost like a IPA with roasted barley almost. It's just like
How could you go wrong with that?
we got both worlds together. So.
I remember though 2 years ago when we had the first Bird Santa and we gave it away. We had a party here and we had 4 kegs, or corn kegs, and you were pouring your beer and you were just in tears.
Yeah. Okay.
And the people that
It was
just
like
didn't
30
care.
seconds.
And
It
we're
was
not gonna
amazing.
give a shit.
Yeah, I mean they're just like, oh, I'd love to try it, and it was less than an hour. All of it was gone, and that's a testament to great work.
It's
So the feedback has been good.
yeah, which is great, but I guess it means less for me, so it's a mixed.
Well, you're brewing so often, you probably don't even notice.
So what do you guys got brewing now?
Well, I have a Imperial IPA, which I had on the counter to bring, and then, wouldn't you know it, don't have it. That got 30 ounces of hops in about 4 gallons. So it is
It's quite imperial.
For you at home
Really
that don't
trying
homebrew or anything like that, that's a shit ton.
He left about a $20 bottle of beer on his show.
Yeah,
That cost.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, you could brew 5 gallons with 2 ounces, so 30 is really. So needless to say, it's pretty hoppy. You just imagine that you're drinking.
That's what the HopCast needs.
Official HopCast beer.
And it's
30
called-
ouncer.
It is known as the kettle clogger.
Okay.
Absorb most of your work.
Yeah, it does that. It'll tend to do that. Plus the dry hopping, you end up with about 1 beer.
Right.
So.
But 4 great beers
Fantastic.
from Bridges. Great job, man.
Thank you so much for letting us try your beers and coming on the
Cheers.
show.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having us.
Virtual
Thanks.
cheers.
Thanks for watching the HopCast.
Take care.